What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a fantastic weekend. I am here searching for water in the middle of San Antonio. If you've been following the channel recently, you'll see that I've added a couple of spots, tiny spots that were filled with bass, and new spots. So I'm out looking for new water. You know, it's the middle of summer now, so it's super hot outside. We have had rain the past couple of days, but nothing significant. So it's still the middle of June. So I'm assuming that you know, we're gonna be in for a really hot summer, because already it's almost reaching triple digits. But anyway, I'm out looking for water just to see if there's any other bass hunting holes here in San Antonio. Not necessarily untouched, but ones that are unpressured. So yeah, I've been looking at Google Maps, and I've been looking for, you know, just small bodies of water. I've been following the creeks, you know, up and down, north, south, east to west, you know, following as long as I can, and wherever there is a little pocket, wherever there's a little hole, and I'm jumping in my truck and grabbing my pole and going to give it a shot. So today is no different. This spot I found on Google Maps, and I don't think I've ever seen anybody post this spot. So first time being here, and hopefully there's gonna be some bass. I don't know, but as you can see, I'm in the pretty much middle of nowhere. You just see like a forest around me, but I do see some water, and I'm gonna check it out. Hopefully we can get on some bass. I don't know that I'm gonna get anything of size, because this body of water is not very big. But stick with me, guys, and let's see what we can do. Stick with me. Look at all the trash hanging in the trees. Yeah, definitely, that's probably, this place gets flooded like crazy. But look, this right here looks like it stays relatively ooh, look, big turtle right there. Looks like this spot stays relatively filled with water. But let's see if anybody's home. Ooh, I got a bite. Something tagged it. Ooh, something has it. What was that? Something had it. And that was a bite right away. I'm gonna try to see if I can walk down here. I don't think I can. I think I got something. Something came up and smashed. What is it? Oh, it's a bluegill. He was biting hard though. Yeah, look, he's still biting. Can you see that? He's still trying to go after it. Look, let's see if he'll bring it all the way out. See? Let go of it, buddy. Hey, he bit hard though. Oh, I do see a bass swimming around right here. I came to the other side. Let's see if I'll notice it. Oh, he got it. He came up and he slammed it. There we go. This place is not pressured at all. He just choked it. All right, buddy. All right, buddy. Calm down. All right, buddy. All right. That is not a bad little 1 pounder right there. Thank you, bud. I knew there was gonna be bass in here. Let me throw him over here. He came up swimming, chasing after minnows, and I saw the minnows jumping, and then I saw the shadow. This water's real dirty, but it's clear to about 3 or 4 feet. So as soon as he saw the crawl, man, he slammed it. I just saw a big bass. He's not biting it though. Look at him. didn't let him take it. Oh, I was so afraid of him being hooked up. Man, I did not let him take it. I caught one. I didn't get it on camera. Huh. Little perch. Not what I was looking for. I got a bite. Oh, there we go. That's not a bad one. Man, he swallowed it too. Welcome to the channel, buddy. Look at that. That is a little chunk. Not bad, not bad. Little 1 pounder. Yes, sir. I'm gonna drop you right here. Ooh, there you go. Right back where you came from. I think I caught one. It feels like a better one. I'm gonna let him take it. I'm not gonna risk it this time. I just don't want him to spit it out. But they're not pressured, so he shouldn't spit it out. There we go. There we go. Yes, sir. That was a nice bass. Another nice bass. Right in the tongue. It almost looks like the one that I lost over there. Ow, ow, poke myself. Look at that. Definitely a little 2 pounder. Look at that belly. Look at that right here. Nice little bass. I think the one that I lost over there was a little bit bigger because the mouth was bigger. But that is, look at that. To come from this body of water, again, look, it stops right there. There's nothing past it. And literally at the bridge, there's nothing past that. There's no water past that. Yep. Perfect little bass. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate the bite. If you notice, when I set the hook, I turned it like I pulled it this way, and the reason being is because she was traveling that way, and so what I was doing was I was making sure that the hook caught on the side of the mouth. If you pull it out the same way, you run the chance, which is what I did earlier. I really didn't have a choice over there, because if I would have set the hook the opposite way, I would have caught a grocery basket. But what you want to do is you want to set the hook the opposite direction of where they're going, because it will, you know, catch the side of their mouth. Versus, you know, you run the chance if it's in their mouth and you pull it out, all they have to do is open their mouth and they'll let it go. So it's just a different way of setting the hook. You know, I know a lot of people, you know, set the hook differently. Some of them are real light. Some people go real violent and, you know, try to set the hook. You got to remember, I mean, setting the hook, you don't want to set it too hard, because you don't know where the hook is in their mouth, right? So if it's in their gut, you have a good chance of ripping some of that gut out, and that's what you don't want. So if you know that they just bit it and you're going to get them on the side of the mouth, yeah, set the hook hard. Make sure that barb gets in there and that, you know, they're not going to be able to shake it. But if you didn't know that they were on there, you know, just be careful when you set the hook. A good chance you're going to pull up a bloody mess, and then you're going to see them floating around. You know, you don't want to kill the bass. And I hope it's not just a little dink. Yeah, it is. Yeah, come on. Thank you. Quick release. I got a little dink, right? Ooh, look. Little dink right there. Thank you, buddy. Got another one. Oh, but that's not a bass. Looks like a bass. Ooh, I see a lot of little bass over here. There you go. That's a pretty fish. Thank you, bud. I caught a tiny one. It's not even another bluegill. This one's pretty though. The colors are really pronounced. Look at that. A little black. A little skinny though. Thank you, bud. Man, this little hole is full of bass. They're just not very big though. There's another one. Right in the top of the mouth. Nice little dink. Thank you, buddy. It's not every cast, but you know, it's pretty consistent. It's just these little ones. Oh, I got one. There's a nice one. There you go. That's what I'm talking about right there. And he choked it. Alright. That's a nice little bass right there. Still not even 2 pounds, maybe a pound, pound and a half. Thanks, buddy. Alright. Golly. I got another one. At the very edge of the pond. I thought it was bigger. It was at the very edge of this little spot. A little pipsqueak. Ooh, a bunch. There you go. And another one about the same size. You missed on my Cinco, buddy. Alright. Calm down. Alright, well, alright, quick release. Alright guys, it's getting late. I'm losing daylight and I do not want to be stuck out here at night. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it. Not too bad today. I caught maybe 2 decent sized bass. I mean, really nothing over like 2.5 pounds. I mean, they were really small. A bunch of dinks today. You know, I didn't expect much out of this place because it is super tiny. I can't see it getting deeper than maybe 6-7 feet. So, you know, not all of them, you know, I'm not gonna find giants in all of them, to be honest, you know, but it was good to get on some bass and to see that there is a good population of bass here, because it wasn't every single cast, but it's just about. So not too bad. I could tell that they were hardly pressured at all. Most of them that I caught, you know, didn't have any markings on their mouth or anything like that. So you know, sometimes these bass, they're just right under your nose. This spot, although it is kind of hard to get to, it's not far from like streets and apartments, and you know, it's not really far. It's just kind of difficult to get back here because you know, there's not really a path. I mean, if you're looking at what I'm looking at, I mean, really it's all forest, you know, and you wouldn't know it's back here unless you followed the creek long enough. So I'm gonna keep doing missions like this. I mean, this is getting back to my roots. This is getting back to what I used to do when I was younger. You know, I used to go out there and you know, I didn't have really Google Maps back then, so I used to have to just follow a creek until I found some spots, some honey holes. But no, you know, just getting out there and exploring, you know, that's what I'll tell you. You know, if you're having trouble finding bass in the city, you know, these spots are out there. You know, they're hidden. You know, obviously that's why they're not pressured, because a lot of people, you know, choose either not to fish there, or it's private property, or they're just, you know, or a lot of people look over it. A lot of people underestimate bodies of water, and that's the biggest tip I can give you, is don't underestimate. Because if you saw this body of water on Google Maps, you'd probably think there's absolutely nothing in there. But you know, we proved that to be incorrect today by catching, you know, some bass. The bait of choice today was Cinco. I mean, I caught quite a few on the Cinco. I mean, I only caught a handful today. It's not like I caught dozens, but you know, still, I mean, judging how big that body of water is, I might have caught every single fish in that small body of water. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. It's hot. I'm exhausted. I'm thirsty. Good thing I got my water in the truck. So yeah, I really appreciate you guys checking out the channel. Really appreciate you guys, all the support and love on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys on the next one.